Okay, spent a little time with the family. We're calm now. Totally calm. What is up, Fins fans? Horrible game today. And it was horrible earlier than what you would think. Put out a video right after the game, basically saying my feelings on everything, but we're going to do a little bit of a deeper dive into the game itself. Carolina gets the win, 27-24, and they earned it. They played way better than we did, and were coached way better than we were. We'll start with the stats for Miami. They were the away team. Tua, 27 for 36, 256 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. He had a really good day today overall. This was obviously a winning combination for Greer and the coaching staff, since he has started getting some playing time and coming off of the injury. He has played amazing. 3 touchdowns in 2 games that he's played in, and he is on a snap count. So Darren Waller, primo. He's looked good when he's out there. Dolphins had 3 sacks. Phillips, Chubb, and then Grant and Malafanu joined together for one of those sacks. And Malik Washington had a decent day returning, good day returning. And then I also want to mention Bailey. I did in my other video. Punter. He had 6 punts, 52 yards average per punt on 6 punts. 3 of those inside the 20, and 1 beautiful punt downed at the 2-yard line. Really has played well this season. Then we flip it to Carolina. Bryce Young, 19 of 30, 198 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did have that pick to Fitzpatrick. Rico Dowdle, 23 carries, 206 yards, 9 yards per carry, and the touchdown. 206 yards. I'm going to get through this. McMillan, 6 catches for 78 yards. Xavier Legit, 2 catches, 31 yards, 1 beautiful touchdown reception over Jones. Absolutely thing of beauty. Nice pass as well by Young. And then the defense, they also had 3 sacks. Ashawn Robinson, Derek Brown, and Patrick Jones had those sacks. So that is what the individual statistics look like. Those were the ones that were mentionable. Receiving, I'm sorry, I left out Mitchell Evans. Did get the touchdown as well. And we'll go into team stats real quick. I'm going to go over this. Total yards, the Carolina Panthers 418 yards, Miami 248. Of course, we talked about the passing yards, but rushing yards, 239 rushing yards for the Carolina Panthers to 19 yards the Dolphins had on the ground. First downs, 26 for the Panthers, 15 for the Dolphins. Third down, pretty well even, 5 of 11 for the Panthers, 5 of 13 for the Dolphins. Fourth down, the Panthers twice on fourth down made us pay for it. They were 2 for 2, and the Dolphins went for it one time on fourth down, and they did convert that one. Penalties, pretty even as well. 8 for 46 for the Carolina Panthers, 9 for 64 yards for the Miami Dolphins. Turnovers, Dolphins didn't commit a turnover again. So 0 on the board for them. Panthers turned it over twice. The Dolphins turned it into points and still could not finish this game. And then you had your sacks, which we just talked about. Each team had 3 sacks. Again, when you talk about the offensive line, it drives me crazy. I think I said 4 in my previous video. It was officially 3. The offensive line was absolutely horrible in this game. As I said in my earlier video, a team that only had 2 sacks coming into this game, and they had 3 on you today. Savaianaya absolutely whiffs on Robinson. Just knocks his hands down, comes straight up the gut, gets to on that sack. It was absolutely horrible on the offensive line, just to be honest. The right side of the defense couldn't stop anything. They, at one point, I think they put up a stat. It was like 10 carries to the left for like 30-something yards, 10 carries to the right for 130-something yards. And they still, that was early in the game, but the point was the right side was just getting absolutely gouged the whole game. Of course, we talked about Waddle, Achane. Those guys, they had decent days. The big thing was still trying to be too smart, is McDaniel. I didn't understand. At the end of the first quarter, they tried to rush the play as the quarter was ending. And I get it. They're trying to, catch them off guard. But if you're going to do that, and we've done it, we've already done this 2 or 3 times this season, where the clock's running down, to either the quarter's going to end or we try to get off a play before the 2-minute warning. They end up pressing the play, rushing the play, and they're outsmarting themselves. Just let it go. We'll get it all together in the second quarter. Instead, they try to run an end around to Malik Washington. It gets buried immediately. And again, just that trying to look smarter than you are. You just let the first quarter, and we ended up with a touchdown. So my complaint about that is just using the clock, wasting a down. To me, it was a wasted down, even though, like I said, we got the score. Everything is good. But just a waste of down on that. And then the play calling, the bubble screens, and the everybody gets on Tua and it was all day today, or at least it was in the middle of the game. The whole, what they're calling check downs, where you have a running back right across from you and you have a tight end right across from you, whichever direction you want to go. A lot of times it's a wide receiver, and it's almost like a safety valve that they're trying to pull out. But how about let's let somebody run some routes? There was one point they had Achane on the right and I believe it was Connor on the left, or it may have been Ingold, but they had two receivers over here. So technically, you had three receivers that was actually going out in routes. So basically, you had four covering three, and then the defensive line and linebackers are just taking this away, and Tua is just, yeah, it's a check down, but can we check it down like 3 and 4 yards rather than the line of scrimmage? And that's not Tua's fault. Before people start saying, yeah, it's because he checks the ball down all the time. Well, if your two receivers are standing at the line of scrimmage, where else are you supposed to check to? It's absolutely insane. Oh, okay. Apparently, I still have a little bit of frustration. But either way, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, where somebody has got to go. Somebody has got to go. And whether it's McDaniel, Greer, both, Weaver, at this point, I don't know. But somebody has to go. And I would actually be okay to an extent if McDaniel hangs on to his job a couple more weeks and we just bring in a new GM to evaluate what we have. Because like I said, when you look at it, there's talent here. Now, Tua's gone. So there's no sense, even though I'm going to say he played well today. Tua played a really good game. This loss was not on Tua. A really good game today. Darren Waller played well. Waddle played well. Bailey played well. Malik Washington played hard. On defense, you were still there was players that was playing hard. But at the same time, explain to me what good it does on 3rd and 3 and you're giving a 5-yard cushion to the receiver. They killed us with slants, and not one adjustment, not one time did I see a linebacker or safety or anybody play off, and at least as soon as the receiver comes up, get a little physical. Get up and at least make him work for that. Don't just give him 5 yards on a play that they just need 3. I do not understand. I don't understand. But that was our day in a nutshell. So now it comes down to who is out there. Who can they get as far as coach? Which obviously it would be an intern coach first. And I don't think it can be Weaver. This defense is an embarrassment. So that pretty much means the quarterback's coach. His name escapes me right now. But this is our season that we just watched go down the toilet. And, I told my wife actually, she was reading a book at the time I was watching the game. And early on, her book was good. The Dolphins were playing good. My little girl was excited about Hell Week. Basically, a show that was coming out for October. I can't remember the guys' names, or I'd give them a plug on here. But she loves that show, so she's excited. I'm excited. My wife is excited. And then the second quarter came. And everything went downhill on the fourth down play that the Panthers needed to drive after we scored our second touchdown. They answered beautifully. The Dolphins actually had stopped them. They get to a 4th and 5, and Young just absolutely great job of staying with the play. The receiver giving him a body to throw to and just trying to keep the play alive. And great play by Young. And Young made some decent plays today. Both fourth downs that they converted, Bryce Young was brilliant. So, absolutely tip of the cap to him. But this is a game Carolina deserved this win. Miami just did not want it. And I don't understand it. I don't understand the play calling. I don't understand the lack of rushing. Now, granted, it makes it hard when you're not rushing the ball very well. Obviously, 19 total yards of rushing is not going to get it done. So, and Tua was putting the ball downfield, but 19 total. I think it was was it 19? I believe is what I said. Yeah, 19 rushing yards, and they only rushed the ball, 14 times. They only ran the ball 14 times. That should have just been Achan's rushing numbers. 14, 15 times. And bring in Gordon, and I don't know, was Gordon injured at some point and I missed it? Because after he took that shot I think that was the first quarter, I don't remember seeing him again. And I think he had like 2 or 3 carries for minus 2 yards. So I don't know if he got injured, but we still had other running backs, and nobody. We didn't bring in anybody. To get back to my point, my wife was reading a book. That was the story I was trying to tell. It was second quarter at that time. She was getting excited. She would look up and kind of check out stuff, and I was completely numb. And even in the fourth quarter, when we took the lead, the Jalen Waddle pass reception for the touchdown, I didn't even get excited, because to me, the season was over in the second quarter. The game wasn't over, but the season was over in the second quarter. When we went into halftime, I had no faith in this team, because Carolina was doing whatever they wanted to do, and the Dolphins are not going to change anything. And it was working early, and the Carolina Panthers, surprise, surprise, made adjustments. That's what coaching is. You adjust to what the other team is doing. Or that's what good coaching is. So, long story short, it's going to be a long season, and I don't know any wins we can get. I really don't. Now, the Chargers didn't look very good today either against the Commanders, and that's who we're playing next. So we'll see how it goes. But the season as a whole is a done deal, because this defense can't stop anybody. This offensive line is garbage. And there is no hope. The only hope we have is Stephen Ross will get his head out of his butt and start taking names and get these guys out of here. And I hate for anybody to lose their job, but it gets to a point where the writing is on the wall. You can see it. And the writing's on the wall. It's time to move on. We will get into that on another day. I really thought I was in a better mood, but I read this and it just dropped me right back down because this was an embarrassment. And but guys, make good decisions, and the best decision right now is to fire McDaniel and Greer. And I'm not even sure if Weaver needs to be there. But make good decisions and fins up for the future, baby.